Over the last decade, there have been many incredible and impressive original anime movies. Silent Voice and I Want to Eat Your Pancreas made us cry. In this corner of the world, and Makia with the promised flower blooms touched our hearts. Promar and Words Bubble Up like soda pop showed us one of the best and the most unique art style. Also in this decade, Makoto Shinkai went from unknown to one of the most famous directors of our time. First with the Garden Awards in 2013 and of course with Your Name in 2016, he officially cemented his status as one of the most talented and profitable anime director, and continued with Weathering with You in 2019 and Suzume no Tojimari in 2022. If you talk about directors who are far from box office of Makoto Shinkai's movies, but he's still loved by the viewers, it is worth mentioning Mamoru Hosoda, who started with Digimon anime movies and created probably one of the scariest One Piece movie, but he able to find his own style and approach to animation and stories, and earned a reputation as a good family director whose movies definitely began to attract more attention, because his last picture became his highest grossing movie. And of course, I can't forget Masaaki Yuasa, one of the most prolific anime director of our time, because only since 2014 he made Ping Pong, probably one of the best anime about sport, Devilman, which is an adaptation of one of the most iconic manga of 70s, Keep Your Hand Off Izuken, where the director expresses his love for animation, Japan Sings, watching which any Japanese person will start to panic, and his last work on the series was the second season of Spy X Family. If you talk about movies, Masaaki Yuasa is not far behind here either. After all, only in 2017 he released two movies at once. Night is Short, Walk on a Girl, and Tool Over Wall. In 2019, the director made one of my favorite romantic drama movie, Ride Your Wave, and his last picture at the moment is was released in 2022. But if you talk about who in the last 10 years has been complete opposite of Masaaki Yuasa, it's definitely Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli as a whole. Since 2014, the studio has released only one movie, When Money Was There. Then the studio collaborated with the French studio Wild Bunch on The Red Turtle. And in 2020, the worst happened. Erwin and the Witch was released. Until recently, this work buried Studio Ghibli for me. But a miracle happened here. 10 years after his last movie, Hayao Miyazaki returns with his new picture, The Boy and Heron. Movie already won the third Oscar for Miyazaki and became the second anime movie in history to win an Oscar. But if you talk about those whose movie we will definitely never see again, Yoshiaki Kawajiri and Mamoru Oshii hold the top spot. Kawajiri is known for Ninja Scroll, Big City, Vampire Hunter D. Oshii for Ghost in the Shell, Hot Labor, Angel's Act. Their last movie were released in 207 and 208 respectively. Since then, none of them have released a single anime movie. So in the last 10 years, there have been many changes in the Japanese anime movie industry. While some continue to work hard, others leave it forever. Also, let's not forget that new creators and directors are coming into the industry. One of them I want to talk about in this video, and find out if he really will become the main anime director of this decade. Loundraw is a pseudonym used by the director. The boy was born in 1994 in Fukui Prefecture. After graduating from high school, he attended Kyushu University, where he studied at the Faculty of Design. Loundraw debuted in 2013 as an illustrator and was responsible for the covers of novels. The most famous on which he worked is I Fall in Love with You Through a Robot and I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. He didn't stop there, and in 2016 he released his art book Hello Light, Loundraw Artworks. In 2017, Loundraw finished Kyushu University, moved to Tokyo, and worked on character design for the anime series Azumon So Beautiful. In the same year, he released his song Where You Are, and also released his fifth short work Before You Wake Up. Is a 1-minute trailer for a non-existent movie. One night, Sota meets a strange girl who claims to have saved him in the past. Also, the girl is very afraid of being in touch, because there are people who want to catch her, because of a certain gift and power with which the girl is connected to this world, and to save it she has to sacrifice her life. The biggest problem with this trailer is understanding that the movie based on it will never be released, and we will never know who this girl is, what kind of gift she has, why she's afraid of touch, and whether she will save the world. And in addition, as for a debut work, everything is done at a high level. There's a bright idea, exciting music, and decent animation. 2018 was the calm before the storm. This year, the author is releasing his own novel, Imitation and Brilliant Brave. But 2019 turned out to be somewhat more prolific. First, Loundraw founded his own studio, Flat Studio. Secondly, he released 2 commercials for the online service Line Novel, and released an animated trailer for the song Chronicle Cosmos, and also worked on an image board for the 23rd Detective Conan movie. In 2020, Loundraw is releasing a 2-minute concept movie for the Olympic Aesthetic Association about 2 female classmates, one of whom dreams of becoming a model, and the other of whom has decided to become a beautician to support her friend and always be there for her. An interesting and simple story with excellent visuals. 2021 became the most important year because, in addition to the work of character design for the TV series Vivi Fluorite Ice Song and the 4-minute music video The Nearest Distant Star about a girl who visited an observatory one day and continues to follow her dream even in adult life, Loundraw released his most famous work, his first full-length short anime movie, Summer Ghost. The movie tells the story of 3 teenagers, Tomoya, Aoi, and Ro, each of them going through a bad period in their lives. Tomoya is a high school student preparing for entrance exams. He studies hard and succeeds in school, but Tomoya does it because his mother controls his actions, so the boy doesn't know what he lives for, but there is one thing that Tomoya strives for: he likes to draw. Aoi is a high school girl who suffers because of bullying at school. The girl has a good personality, but she hardly shows her true feelings and she wants to end her life. Well, the third member of the group is Ryo, a high school student who fell ill with terminal illness and left school's basketball club because he was going to die in 9 months. The Summer Ghost is the legend that goes around the city. According to rumors that if you light fireworks in a certain place, the ghost of the young girl who committed suicide will appear. All 3 meet on the internet and decided to go in search of the ghost. Each of them has their own reasons to fight in the ghost. Because Tomoya cannot do what he wants to do, Aoi doesn't see the point in existence, and Ryo has no future. Arriving at the place, they set off fireworks, and miraculously the ghost of the girl appears in front of them. Each of them wants to find changes in themselves, even in the face of death. The movie concerns each of us, showing the importance not only life, but also the importance of changes within each of us. Each character has his own development and path in this life. Movie shows the true nature of people, so fragile and tiny. We don't know when we will die and how long each of us has left to live. Maybe someone has a day left, someone has 9 months, and someone whole years of life ahead. It's necessary to be able to cope with difficulties on your way, to overcome them, to follow your dreams and desires. Otherwise, what is the point of life? Work, fail, scream, run, dream, create, live, and appreciate every moment, every second and minute, because isn't that what it means to be human? And in spite of everything, never forget that for the dead, death is a past. For us living, death is a future. To be honest, this movie struck me to the core, with its realistic depiction of the characters, their inner world, depiction of the importance of life, changes in oneself, and the desire for the best, for delight in oneself, in one's soul, in one's life. Next, in 2022, Loundraw released one of the best promotional videos, Proof of Us, about two childhood friends who are preparing for entrance exams. For me, this ad is on par with Makoto Shinkai's Crossroad. There are two ads that seems to go beyond simple advertising video, because I'd really like to see full-length movies based on these stories, which unfortunately will never happen. And finally, in 2023, Loundraw released his last anime at this moment, a 5-minute musical movie decided to the 10th anniversary of Toho Animation. This is not the end of the story of Loundraw and Fat Studio, and I say on the contrary, everything is just beginning. Because who knows when Loundraw will present his new anime movie, but what can be known for sure, this anime will be a must-see. Because, people call Loundraw the new Makoto Shinkai, just as Makoto Shinkai was once called the new Hayao Miyazaki. And although the authors definitely influence each other, each of them has their own unique style, different animation, different approach to storytelling. So over the past decade, there have been many interesting, diverse, impressive and exciting anime movies. There were directors who were just gaining momentum, there were also those who left the director chairs, there were also those who left but eventually returned, there were also those who entered the industry and significantly influenced her. And it was also in this decade that Loundraw appeared, a new anime director whose growth I will constantly follow, because his new view on the story, touching and realistic characters, unique animation style, approach to directing and staging scenes, it is something I've been missing in the current anime movie industry. So thanks for watching this video guys, like, subscribe, see you in the next video.